Quinceañeras are widely celebrated among the Hispanic culture. Here to break down its importance, along with where you can go to plan your big day, is the creative director for Quinceañera magazine. We have Heidi Ramirez. Welcome, Heidi.
Hi, thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me here today.
We're excited to have you on. So tell us about the importance of Quinceañera and its significance to the Hispanic culture.
Quinceañeras are very similar to a Sweet 16. It is the coming of age celebration. Quinceañera comes from the word quince, which is 15 in Spanish. And I mean, the gowns are one of the favorite parts about planning a quinceañera because it sets the tone for the rest of your event. So you choose the color, you choose the theme, and it all pretty much gathers around that gown. And so right here we have a couple of different gowns. They're very different to what I grew up with. I'm going to tell you that. Okay, not as colorful as they are, not as just, you know, there's so much going on with all these new trends that are happening right now. It used to be very bland colors. Right now we see things like red, like this red gown right here. They're full of embellishments, and it's amazing to have these gowns.
I think it is gorgeous. I mean, looking at the gowns now, like you mentioned, we have some in studio, but I mean, it really allows for the quinceañera for them to really pick and identify just kind of how they want to look and have that own style. You said it's progressed throughout the years, and it's exciting to see. So tell us about the Quinceañeras Expo.
Quinceañeras Expo. Okay, so if you are planning a quinceañera, a Sweet 16, any kind of social event really, this is the event that you would want to go to because this is where we have vendors from all over Northern California, premier vendors there waiting to meet you, to provide you with the best services possible. And so if you're planning an event, this is the event to go to because this is where you're going to be able to meet these vendors to help you plan your event.
And when talking about the vendors, what kind of vendors can people expect to see?
Caterers, limousines, tuxedos, boutiques like the ones that we have here for the girls as well. Anything really, Desiree, that people would need for an event, it is going to be found there. Decorations, you name it, DJ. Yeah,
I feel like that definitely simplifies the process for people too. Instead of trying to look around and find things here and there, you can go to one spot where everything's going to be there.
Correct. And you can also get their pricing information as well. So instead of calling different places, investing so much time into just searching up, you know, like who are the top vendors in this area, come to the expo.
They're all there.
This is where they're at.
Okay, good to know. And I understand there will be prizes. Could you tell us about that?
Yes. Yes. Okay. So we do save some of our best prizes for the last fashion show. We do have 2 fashion shows. Like I mentioned, the gowns are part of the big planning part of the quinceañeras. Sets the tone and the mood for everything. We do have 2 fashion shows. The first one starts at 1:30. The second one starts at 4 o'clock. And after each fashion show, we have prizes. Those prizes right now are including the tiara and the bouquets. We have photo shoots for the pre-quinceañera. So a lot of the times you'll see that for, you know, for brides and the groom for their invitations. They want to use those photos. So we have the same thing available for quinceañeras. They have a pre-shoot. So we are raffling that off. You know, many other prizes like hair and makeup. If you love the hair and makeup that you see on the models here, guess what? You're going to be able to take some of that as well.
Okay, that's good to know.
But you do have to be present to win.
So
that's
come out
the catch.
to it.
Yes. Show up, stay there, and you might win a prize.
Yeah, and I mean, how does someone earn the title of Miss Cover Girl, and what does it represent?
Oh, okay.
We've got them here.
Yes, we do. Okay, and so these lovely ladies here, aside from being our models today, they are also our cover models for Quinceañera magazine. So if you see here, we have these 2 lovely ladies are the ones that appear on the cover of Quinceañera magazine. So they enter a pageant with us. The 2 top highest scores are the girls that end up being on the cover. So these ladies are the ones that put in the effort, they put in the work, and they have the 2 highest scores. We are having another pageant coming up, you know, within the next couple of months. So if you want to sign up for the next pageant, join us for the expo. We're going to be having a casting there. This is for ladies ages 13 to 17. They're welcome to participate. And it sounds scary when you think about pageant, like I'm going to be walking in a gown and speaking in public. And it sounds very intimidating, Desiree, but let me tell you, we walk all these girls through the process, basically holding our hand up until the last day. So we know that it's they're very, very young, and it's something super scary to most people. Public speaking.
Definitely.
For you and I, this is like,
we're doing it. Yeah.
This is, this is a walk in the park right now. But for ladies their age, I know it's something super, super scary. But the faster that you get comfortable with it, the more successful you will be.
I was going to say it's scary, but like you said, it's a skill set important to have. And I think it's so great. Like you mentioned, they're on the cover of these magazines. Like, this is great. How do you host the Quinceañeras Expo?
We have 2 events per year. So this is our last event of the year.
Yeah.
This is our smaller gathering. It's a little bit more of an intimate setting for the girls that are planning their events, either for the beginning of the year next year or for mid-year next year. They still have some time to plan their event, but there's not that many girls planning their events right now.
Yeah.
But for those ladies that still are, we still have the vendors available there for them. And for the rest of the ladies that are going to be planning their event for 2023, possibly 2024, they want to get a head start. January is when we have our big expo with over 75 vendors. And that's the big planning event. It's still all located on Watt Avenue here, in North Highlands. So locations are very close to each other. If for some reason there's a vendor that couldn't make it to the event this year, or if there's a lady that, she's planning her quince, but she can't make it on the 11th of September, January is when we're going to be having our next event.
Okay, good to know. Well, thank you so much for joining us. And thank you, ladies, both for joining us. You all look so lovely. I'm glad we were able to talk about the Quinceañeras Expo. And for more on the Quinceañeras Expo, you can check out their Facebook page at Quinceañera Magazine.